Okay, I can't lie, this feels mad weird not dropping a 21 Pilots video after posting a video that isn't 21 Pilots. This is definitely going to take some getting used to. But hey, what is good YouTube? It's your boy Pinnacle here. I'm back at you guys with another reaction. As you can tell by the title, we are checking out Ren. This is Money Game Part 3. If this is your very first time checking out the channel, I have already reacted to Money Game Part 1 and Part 2, so I do recommend going and checking out those before checking out this one. And also in terms of posting reactions, I try my absolute hardest to post every single day weekdays, and for the most part, I actually do that so long as I'm not sick or have anything going on late at night. But yeah, I guess one thing about being caught up with 21 Pilots is that I can check out more Ren. So I guess, you know, that is a positive. I try to look for the positive in all negatives. So yeah, and I do want to try and keep this intro short. So I guess the last thing to say is if by the end of this video you miss with the content, feel free to leave a like, turn on the post notification bell to not miss when I post. And if you like, show that extra support, hit the sub button. That all being said, that does cover the intro. I guess the only thing left I actually have to say is if there is anything that you want me to check out, do not hesitate giving me any kind of recommendation down below in the comments. It doesn't matter what genre it is. It doesn't matter what artist. So long as it's nothing unreleased or anything I've already checked out, I'll definitely check it out. Now we're done with the intro, so we're getting straight into the reaction. Yo, this song is 9 minutes and 19 seconds. It also came out in 2023 of October. I guess it's time to just get straight to it. Ren Money Game Part 3. Let's go. Hopefully I don't need a lyric video. If I need to look at the lyrics at all, that just scared the shit out of me, I won't lie. But like I was saying, if I need any lyrics, I'll just like really quick check the lyrics or something. There's just something about Ren music videos that I just don't want to miss them, you know? Showcasing that talent off the rip. Yo, what the heck? I like that. Going upside down like that. Crazy camera work. What up? Which one is Samuel? Which one is Ren? That has to be Ren right here. For sure. Again, like always, you can tell this is like live recorded. Because I can hear him breathing. I can hear him stepping. That's so crazy. Doing all this in one take is insane to me. Yup, I knew it was Ren. Where was this recorded at? Where are we at right now? That raspiness though.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy.
Alright,
1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9.
So hold on, we're going through the life of this Jimmy kid right now. So he's telling us a story on Jimmy. Let me really listen. Hold on.
And when he's 7, his progression made him student.
How does this tie to the Money Game?
8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9. His parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13.
Ooh, at 9 his parents, hold up, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame, to make him like be prepared to like grind and get that money. Is that where this is going?
Paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends.
There it is.
14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating.
Damn.
16, he develops complex software software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols.
Whoa, at 16 years old, he developed cybersecurity that detects something. Hold on.
Software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity.
Yeah, that detects weakness in cybersecurity. So that means he's making money already at 16.
Software code that detects
Have to.
weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17 and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18 and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can.
Oh,
19,
shit.
he turns a profit.
So his dad influenced him to focus solely on money.
Security protocols. 17 and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18 and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product.
So he does just that.
Deposits,
Oh
21
shit, are we gonna go down like this journey with Jimmy to see like what money turns him into?
Turns a profit,
Hold
stocks
up.
and shares, invest in product.
Wait a
20,
minute.
double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns that truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. 23,
If you manipulate the data, hold up, bro, hold up.
obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself.
Then the lie will sell itself. If you manipulate the data, then the lie will sell itself. Oh my
It's just an
gosh.
obstacle to wealth.
Ren, what
If
in
you
the world,
manipulate
man?
The data, then the lie will sell itself. 23, a life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here, son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms.
So his
He's
dad told him, just because you have this palace, all this money, this doesn't mean that you've won.
don't mean
What?
that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a
Money in the Senate bought him a seat.
Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's
28 inside the Senate, money bought him his seat. Yo.
and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29.
So he's saying
a
that
roll
if you
of
have enough money, you can be anywhere, low key. Like in any place you want to be if you got enough money.
28 inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30. His daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place.
Really?
31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval.
Bro,
Moving imports
this man Jimmy's dad low-key was driving his entire life, it seems like he was a heavy influence.
place. 31, a big maneuver for his
But
daddy's
I mean, low-key, that's how it is though. You know, when we're all born and we get to a certain age, all we eventually come to know is just work, right? So how is it really any different? It's just Jimmy's making more of it.
even in second place.
But it's the same
31, a
thing,
big
kinda.
maneuver for his daddy's approval. Moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33.
Now Jimmy's becoming like a drug lord? Hello?
Out of Cuba, 32.
How did he
moving
get to this
grams, growing
point?
kilos to tons.
See, it's all his dad's fault, low-key. His dad low-key drove him down this route saying he didn't have enough money or didn't win this race.
From the
So he
exports
went
out
to
of
like
Cuba,
hardcore drugs or
32,
something.
moving grams, growing kilos to
Crazy.
tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it.
But I see where this is going, because right now, you know, Jimmy's just like stacking and getting more and more rich because like he's just being drove to, right? So
Die from the po-po inside of his pocket.
wait, what?
I'm growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Damn. What is happening right now? Who's calling?
35. He gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed.
Everything's downhill from that, huh?
38, with a
If this man's motivation was like only his dad, then like he's probably not gonna take that well.
37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon.
A prostitute gave the man a moment of passion, a
38,
moment.
with a prostitute, a moment of passion.
Yeah, that's how you
Eating
know
up a
he's
silver
downhill.
spoon and then
If you're
chasing
seeking
the
that
dragon.
for, like,
39,
temporary
getting
happiness.
reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour.
Look at
Makes
that.
a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward.
Oh,
a bullet
shit.
buried in his vertebra and one in his leg.
Oh,
The doctor
shit.
sighs and
Jimmy,
says,
what
"I
did you
don't
get
think
yourself
you'll be
into?"
walking again. Fuck.
Jimmy can't walk anymore now. Look at this route he done went from. He was like low-key successful, perfectly chilling, but the drive of money just made him go down a worse route. That's crazy. That's the money game for you, right? You seek too much power, it's gonna bite you in the ass. Damn, man. What the hell?
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quick.
He's flipping the beginning of the song with this like new life he has to deal with. Oh my gosh. Because remember when he was 1, he was saying mine, mine, give me, and now he's 40 saying that. And then I think, what, at 2 he started walking, and now at 41, instead of walking, he's not walking. It's like the complete opposite and like much worse things. Yo, my mind can't process this low-key. This is insane storytelling.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy.
Yeah, let's hear
He
it.
was 40 and he cursed the words mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly. 43 never running round the pavements of his city. 44 inside
At
a
43, he was never walking around the pavements in his city. But like when he was 3, 4, or 5, he was saying that all he did was like be in the city. This is
palace
crazy, man.
with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves, weighing heavy on
Those
his
riches turn to pebbles when the perspective evolves.
story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40.
He
and
came to the
cursed
realization that
words,
money
mine,
wasn't everything,
mine,
but it was a
gimme.
little too late, huh?
41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly.
I low-key rewind it too
43
far, but
never running round
that's
the
okay.
pavements of his city.
Right here.
44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold, but those riches turn to rubble when perspective evolves.
Oh.
Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is
Greediness.
exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him. And it's a version of she. And it's a version of you. There's no
That's
escape.
fire. He just basically said that this story is an over-exaggerated version of basically all of us humans, right? Because we're not obviously extremely rich or whatever, but we kind of follow a similar code, just not to like that extent. It's over-exaggerated. But again, that makes the storytelling like much more insane,
Version
bro.
of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Fuck the
Facts.
music.
Facts, facts, facts. Don't let it drive your life. Like, yes, it's a goal, but it shouldn't be the main goal. You should have a main goal that can like make you money without the money being the goal. Because if you reach the goal of having all the money and you purely focus on it, then it's just going to drive you insane.
This isn't entertainment. This is real life.
Facts.
The way we live is lunacy, community, it declines.
Oh.
Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed.
Truth is less important than the money that we designed, bro. He's saying that the truth, which is something that's just natural, is less important than something that human created. Make that make sense.
Truth is less important than the money that we designed.
Spitting, bro.
Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution?
Ren, bro. What the hell? This is insane compared to like 1 and 2. This is crazy. What you doing with that, Ren? Hold on, wait, my lighting messed up. I have this blue LED that runs on like a timer, and every time it goes out, it bothers me. I feel like if I'm recording, that light must be on. Sorry about that. Let's keep it going, though.
Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me,
Spitting.
then there's no future I see where the humans survive with parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise.
Oh, yo. This is definitely the best one. Like, out of the three, this is my favorite one. For sure. I like the storytelling shit from Ren the most.
45.
So far.
Jimmy comes home out of the rain.
Oh, there's more of the story.
Soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants. He is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a
He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate.
fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father. It's such a damn shame. Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh my god, that's how it ends. You're joking. Oh my gosh. That was fire. Do I even need to say anything, man? This was amazing, especially compared to the first two. Like, I loved the first two, but this way of his storytelling just hits different to me. I don't know. He really makes you sit here and envision what he's talking about. And that's how you know he's a great storyteller. But man, what do I think of this song? Y'all clearly can tell I love this. It's amazing. And in terms of what it's talking about, I mean, he's just giving an example of a person who eventually gets the chance to be rich and like getting more rich. Getting more rich is his entire goal. And it basically drives him to the point where he just goes insane. He becomes absolutely power hungry, and the only thing that he cares about is just making more money. And honestly, I feel like that leads back to what I was saying. Like, yeah, obviously having money and getting money is important, but how you get your money should be something that's a little more passionate to you. Like, getting money and being rich should definitely be a goal, but it shouldn't be the main goal, because if you attain and reach that and you end up wanting more of it, you see what could happen. But it is crazy because we do live in a world where a lot of people, I mean, shit, sometimes myself included, we just want to try and make the most money we can. And again, that's not a bad thing. It just shouldn't be the main important thing you focus on. Like, yes, obviously we all need it, want it, but definitely have more goals in your life so you keep yourself sane and don't go down this like terrible path. You should never have to resort to like being some drug lord or this and that to make your money, especially if you already have money. This man Jimmy at the age of 17 was a millionaire, and low-key by the age of like 30 he could have been chilling, successfully just chilling, all this generational wealth, he would have been set, but he didn't want to stop there, and look where it led him. So yeah, overall I really like this song. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction as much as I enjoyed this song. If you did, feel free to leave a like, turn on the post notification bell to not miss when I post, and if you like show that extra support, hit the sub button. Now that we're pretty much caught up on the 21 Pilots stuff, I guess I'll probably definitely start checking out a lot of Ren, so I'm going to need a lot of recommendations, along with any other artist or genre you'd like for me to check out, of course. Definitely looking to do a lot more first time hearing, so do not hesitate. And with that all being said, guys, yeah, it's been your boy Pitikul, and like always, remember to remain humble and hungry. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.